Hi, welcome to the C Spot. I am Chef C. This is the C Spot. As always, welcome. So, today we're on day 5, day 5 of Soup Week. And we are doing if you've ever been to Olive Garden, Garden to Olive, wonderful salads and breadsticks. Yeah, I could tell you some secrets about them, but I'm not gonna, because a lot of people like that, and I'm not gonna ruin it for you. They have a soup called ZUPPA Toscana. Basically, an Italian sausage soup that has kale in it. Good stuff. I'm gonna make my version of it, and what I mean by my version is the fact that sous chef doesn't like kale. I don't care how I fix it; he don't like it. Raw, cooked, sautéed, I don't care. He don't like it. So we're gonna use mustard greens. Yes, I said it. You can use spinach. Yeah, but there's a story behind me, him, and greens, and I won, so mustard greens. Gotta laugh. Yeah, the soup is really easy. It's one pot. We're gonna do it here on my little cooktop. If I plug my cooktop in. Anyway, we're gonna do it here on my little cooktop. It's gonna be quick. Maybe 30 minutes. It's gonna take you maybe about 10 minutes to get everything prepared. And then you're gonna cook off your sausage, cook off your bacon, and then it's gonna be everybody in the bowl. You can have a good, nutritious meal at home. It's gonna cost you less. And if you don't eat it all, don't fret. Freeze it. It's good for at least 3 months. Okay? Freeze it right. We don't like freezer burn. So just freeze it right. All right. So come on, let's cook. All right. On my cooktop, I have my pan heating. It's getting there. All right. So what we've got for our ingredients, I've got my mustard greens that I've cleaned and chopped. I got some bacon. The original recipe calls for 8 slices. I got about 4 slices that have been cut in half. Remember that I am a sleever, so I will half stuff here and there because I can't, a whole lot. I don't want food to go to waste. That's just not my thing. I've got a pound of sausage. You can actually use a half pound. I'm probably going to use a half pound. I forgot to tell you, instead of potatoes that are in the original, I'm using rutabaga. Rutabaga. If you didn't have rutabaga or you don't like rutabaga, you can use turnips or you can leave it out. And I've got a quarter of an onion that's been diced. Our seasonings are going to be red pepper. We're going to use some grated Parmesan cheese. It's going to have some whipping cream in it. Got some homemade veggie stock. You can use chicken stock if you have it, whatever stock you've got. And salt and pepper. I'm probably going to put some seasoning spice in it because I have more hotter, more better. I'm using Italian hot sausage. If you don't like heat, please, by all means, don't use the heat. But I like the heat, so I'm going to use the heat. We're still waiting for my pan. Oh, we hot. All right. So as I said, I'm probably going to use about half of this because I'm going to make a half batch. Recipe calls for 16 ounces. Half is 8. La, 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 la. I'm not teaching math here. That'd be my mother. I'm not going to weigh it. I could, but I'm not gonna. That's half the pack. We're going to call that good. So we're going to cook this. And then once this is done, we're going to put it back. I've got my Le Creuset pot. But as long as you have a heavy bottom pot that you can cook in, that's going to be perfect. And you know what? You could do this in a slow cooker and in an Instant Pot. My Instapot's going to get used for other things today. And I'm lazy and don't feel like washing it twice. So there's that. Are you judging me? Don't judge me. It's not nice to judge. All right. I did not put any oil in here, and the reason why is because I think the fat that's in this sausage is going to give me enough oil to where it's not going to make a difference. Now, if you need a little oil, if you're using a stainless steel and your stuff is sticking horribly, then by all means, add you about a tablespoon of avocado oil, coconut oil, vegetable oil, olive oil, what have you. I probably say either avocado or olive oil because it's going to be more authentic. Yep, I said it. So I'm going to crush this. I'm going to get this to where it's really, really fine because I don't want big clumps. And if I do it now, I don't have to do it later. I don't have to do it as much later. Now, let's have a discussion. In one of the support groups I was in one time, ladies were saying that they eat out socially a lot. And they were having problems eating out socially because of, well, the way we have to eat since we're sleevers and the amount that we can eat. Sous Chef and I have never had a problem with that. And the reason why we don't have a problem with that is because we know what our limitations are. We can't have a lot of bread, if any. He has an aversion actually since his surgery to bread and potatoes. He hasn't had a French fry in 3 years. I will not lie and say that. Bread, potatoes, cheese, all things brown sugar were always my weakness, not his. He's let go of bread. Seems to give him a upset tummy. So when I do breads, I do the low carb breads that are made with either almond flour. We don't particularly like coconut flour. I don't like the flavor of it. I've done some flaxseed bread. I've done some, so I use alternative flours when I'm doing the breads. But back to my original subject, you know, to cook out, to eat out, you do have to be a bit creative. I know that when we go to a certain steakhouse, we'll order their 16-ounce ribeye, and we order the veggie, their salad. We ask them to skip the bread because it's just going to sit there. And then we ask them to go ahead and split that steak in half. And we still ask for boxes. But that way, he gets a full steak meal, I get a full steak meal, and then we take the leftovers home. Usually about half of half of that 8-ounce steak comes home. All right, so your sausage is going to cook up real fast because I got it on real high. All right. See that good stuff on the bottom? That's going to be good stuff. Good. All right. Now that we've got that cooked, we're going to take it out. We're going to put our bacon in. I'm just going to take this out and set it aside. Now you can Google search all over the place and find all kinds of substitutes for this recipe, or all kinds of different versions of this recipe. I am doing a Caritha version, which means I probably have looked at I know at least 50. And I determined what I liked of each one, if anything. And that's what I stuck with. And we're going to Koreanize it a little bit because that's what I do. Turn the heat down just a little bit. I got some burnage going. All right. All right, now we're going to cook our bacon. Y'all know how to cook bacon. Once we, now you could cut this ahead of time. Where's the fun in that? Yeah, but you can cut this ahead of time. That way you're cooking your individual cut slices. I am going to do mine after the fact. Just because I didn't feel like touching raw bacon today. I said it. Yes, I have soap and water and I could do it, but I don't want to. My house, my rules. So you're going to cook your bacon until crispy. And then we're going to put in our onions and our garlic. You know, our normal stuff. We're going to put in our onions and our garlic. We're going to add our chicken broth. We're going to add our seasoning. I might cheat in that order and put in my seasoning before my chicken broth, my veggie broth. Y'all know how I do. I'll Koreanize it some way or another. So I'm gonna let this cook, and I'll bring you back as soon as we're ready to start throwing stuff in the pot. Right on? Right on. All right, so we've got our bacon nice and crispy. You can go a little bit further if you like. I put my onions in. Gonna cook them for about 2 minutes and get them a little bit translucent. We're not going for color. We are going for we're going for texture, so we want them to be soft. I'm gonna put my garlic in. Teaspoon of garlic, minced. You want to use canned stuff, use canned stuff. Always do you. Remember, I'm going for softness and flavor, not going for color. So I'm going to stir it so I don't brown my my garlic. We don't like burnt garlic here. Red pepper flakes, need a teaspoon. I'm gonna measure. Gonna measure a teaspoon. Salt and pepper to taste. Remember, this is my salt and pepper mix. There's my taste. I'm not gonna put a whole lot because it's got Parmesan cheese in it. Parmesan it tends to be a bit salty. I'm gonna put some of our house seasoning in. Chew! Chew, chew, chew. All right, we're gonna add my chicken stock, which is my homemade vegetable stock. And I am gonna add some water to this. It's gonna get all those goodies off the bottom. Or souk, as my chef would call it. Or souk. Your souk. Which is the good stuff. Caramelized bits. I'm leaving my bacon in. I didn't take it out. All right. I'm going to add some water. I'm going to go ahead and add my rutabagas. I'm going to add my meat back in. Because your meat has flavor. And it's going to add flavor to all these vegetables. So as you see, it's looking kind of thick. Yeah, I'm going to add my water. Recipe says about 3 cups. I'm going to do about 1.5 because I am halving this. They use a mandolin on their recipe to cut their potatoes. I wasn't pulling that out for my rutabaga. I cut it thinly sliced. 1.5 cups water. And you can always add more. Remember, you can add more, you just can't take it out. So there's that. Remember that. We're going to bring this to a simmer. And then we're going to let it simmer for about 10 minutes. And then we're going to add our mustard greens to it. And then we're going to finish it off with heavy cream and our Parmesan. Sound good? Sounds good. See you back in a little bit. All right, we've been simmering for about 10 minutes. I want to test my beta root to We're still a little firm on those. So I'm gonna let it go for about 10 more minutes. And then when I come back, I'll add we'll add the greens. All right. All right, y'all. We've got a good simmer going. We've got our greens in. We're going to add 1/2 cup of cream. A 1/2 cup of cream. A 1/2 cup of cream. Remember, I halved this recipe, so that's why I'm only using a 1/2 cup. They asked for a whole. I'm going to give them a 1/2. And I'm going to give them Parmesan cheese. I'm going to save that as our finisher. Dude, can I just say, this looks so good. I'm going to let that heat through for about 5 minutes. And then we're going to be ready to eat. You ready? Let's eat. And there you have it. Our soup is done. Complete. Ready to eat. Quick, simple. It actually was around 35 minutes in order from start to finish. And as I said before, you know, your leftovers, freeze. Freezing is a good thing. It's a great thing. Right on? I'd like to thank you for coming and cook with me today here at the C Spot. Remember, I am a Chef C. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. Let me know in the comments what you like, what you don't like, what you'd like to see. And we'll try and get that done for you. Yep, we'll try our best to get that done for you. You can reach me at thecspotfood.com. The website will have the recipes out there. I'll have a link to your recipe in the description box when this is released. Hit the notification bell so you can see whenever we release new videos. We release new videos about once or twice a week. You can also catch us on Instagram, the C-Spot_Chef C. Facebook. What else did I miss? If you want to email me, if you want to email me, it's cspotfood@gmail.com. I always love to hear from you. The best way to contact me would be via email or from the contact page on the website. Really bad about having my phone near me. But I do check those at least once a day. Yeah, it's been a wonderful, wonderful adventure. This is day 5. Stay tuned for day 6. We're coming. Always a pleasure, y'all. And remember, in everything that you do, enjoy that journey.